today. Detective Pikachu is more than just a cute little Pokemon in a deer stalker hat, but he is also that. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where this week I'm hosting solo because Graham is on his way back from PAX. And that means he's on a plane right now and he can't watch this stream. So nobody tell him I put my butt on all of his stuff.
You could have in-flight Wi-Fi.
In that case, Graham, if you are watching, Paul put his butt on all your stuff. Square Enix has announced it's porting the PS4 remaster of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age to PC, along with a weird new mode, New Game Minus. It's essentially the opposite of New Game Plus. Instead of starting with bonuses and high-level stuff, you start the game normally, but with one huge drawback. You can't gain XP or level up at all, ever. It's basically Square Enix making an official version of the various no Sphere Grid, no Crystarium challenges that the community has cooked up for Final Fantasy X and XIII. Except way easier, according to hardcore fans, because you can still get HP from licenses, and equipment is generally helpful in the game. Which means I'm quite looking forward to watching a Let's Play of New Game Minus with no equipment, no controller, blindfolded, and PC buried under 8 feet of hot gravel, to see what a real challenge looks like. It's time for another edition of Hilarious Sims 4 Patch Notes. And this time around, earbuds, ice cream, and holiday crackers are no longer bugged, which means the Sims developers, who are basically the patron saints of easy checkpoint material, have gifted us with the following patch notes. You will now be given enough time after the take care of your neglected baby message to actually take care of your neglected baby. Piles of discarded food that result when a toddler throws their food on the ground will no longer be called debug, but instead will be called pile of discarded food. Sims instructed to slide on a slippy slide should no longer quit unexpectedly after a single slide. Sims can now nap on the fountain of Gluteus Maximus. And most importantly, toddlers will now get your jokes. I'm eagerly waiting for that patch to hit in real life, but the development team working on it seems to be real slow. Space strategy game Stellaris is getting a big new expansion fittingly named Apocalypse, which introduces what every galactic strategy game needs. 5 different flavors of Death Star. There's Classic Death Star, which basically turns the planet into a space-based gravel pit. Borg Death Star for when you like the planet and its inhabitants, but not their pesky free will. Neutron Bomb Death Star for when you like the planet and the houses with the nice views in the ensuite bathrooms, but that's about it. Missionary Death Star for when you just want people to agree with your damn beliefs already, but most excitingly, just get into the sea Death Star for when the planet is very bad, but in a I can't look away train wreck sort of way. Basically, you get to put the planet into a huge, impenetrable shield so the stupid can't get out and hurt you, but then you can study it from a safe distance. Now, if someone could invent a small portable version of that last one, I have a long list of candidates to use it on. In a move that surprised nobody since they've already announced they're making a movie based on this game, the Pokemon Company has decided to bring Detective Pikachu to English-speaking markets. The game follows the adventures of Detective Pikachu, a gruff, gravelly-voiced Pikachu who loves coffee, solves mysteries, and most importantly can speak human. Which raises the question, are Meowth and Detective Pikachu super genius bilingual Pokemon? Or are all Pokemon capable of talking, but they just choose not to because they think their trainers are massive scrubs? If I sneak up on a room full of Pokemon, will I just be sitting there smoking galoises, drinking tiny cups of espresso, and talking shit about humans? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to forming my own rich headcanon when Detective Pikachu comes out on March 23rd. And that does it for this week's Checkpoint, where we continue our frame-perfect 2018 streak of only having one host.
We've only done one other Checkpoint this year, and you were sick.
Stop belittling my accomplishments, Paul! Coming up, a special surfing Pikachu will be available in Pokemon Go only on January 20th as part of a new Community Day promotion. If he is surfing around here in January, though, I hope Niantic give him a little wetsuit. Square Enix has announced it's porting the final... Can we start that again? Thank you, Paul.